What's up, everybody? This is Brian the Bromad. Welcome to another episode of Bromadic Life Adventures. I cannot believe it has been almost 2 whole months since I've posted a video. Schedule's just been crazy. Just have not had opportunity to fit a trip inside of my schedule. While I was sitting at work today, I was itching to get away and jump in an RV and do a camping trip. So I made the spontaneous decision to stop what I was doing while I was at work, get on my computer, and I was gonna find somewhere to be this weekend. And I did. I found the Airport Park Army Corps of Engineer Campground in Waco, Texas. Let's go. Welcome to Bromadic Life Adventures. Let's go. All right, as you can see, I do not have my travel trailer. My travel trailer, which is stored a few bins down, is out for rent. So I'm using Aunt Charlotte's travel trailer that you saw if you watched the last episode. If you have not, you can check it out right here. Anyway, this will be my first time RVing or camping in a Class C or any drivable motorhome for that region. So I am looking forward to the experience. This bad boy needs to be washed. I'm gonna go get it washed and I'm gonna get on the road. All right, as you can see, it is dark. You probably can barely see my face. I definitely did not plan on leaving this late. However, since this was a trip that was not planned, I just had an impromptu feeling at work to decide to go ahead and find this campground and book this trip. So when I left work, I had to run to the storage, get the RV. Then, since I hadn't packed, had to run by the house, throw some stuff in the suitcase, and grab some of the camping items that I normally grab when I'm going on my RV camping trips. Finally, I was able to get on the road. Now, the campground is called Airport Park, and it is an Army Corps of Engineer campground. Their check-in time is 10 o'clock. If I have not checked in by 10 o'clock, I will not be allowed to be in the park. It is about 8:15 now. It's about an hour and a half to get there, so I'm gonna be pushing it. I should be fine, but I still need to go by probably Buc-ee's. Buc-ee's is probably the place that I'll go tonight, just to drop by there and get me something to eat and drink, because I don't have time to go to Walmart like I normally do when you watch my other camping videos. So I'll just grab something from Buc-ee's, get to the campground in time, hook up, get in the bed, and tomorrow morning sometime I'll get up and I'll go to Water World and get anything I need for Water World. Anyway, we're heading on down to Waco to the Airport Park Army Corps of Engineer Campground. All right, so I'm here at Buc-ee's, and according to my GPS, it says from this point at this time, If I were to keep going, I would get to the campground at 9:30. So that means I'm pushing it and get in here and make this stop less than 15 minutes so I can get back on the road. That's still gonna put me there about 9:45, 9:50. So I'm gonna gas up, grab me something to eat and drink, get back on the road as soon as possible. Almost $80. Wow. All right, that took a lot longer than I thought, so I got a hump. Give me something to drink, something to eat, hit this restroom real quick. Try to get to the campsite by 10 o'clock. So I won't get locked out. All right, so I'm back in the RV and I am pushing it. I gotta push it. ETA says I'm gonna get there about 9:53. So hopefully there won't be any traffic or anything because I do not need to be locked out tonight. Well, I did not make it in time. I pulled up right at 10 p.m. and gate was already closed. So that's why I like to plan stuff out. But I took a chance. It didn't happen. But as an RVer, I know that I always have a plan B. All right, so plan B, I passed a Cracker Barrel on the way. So I'm about to head to Cracker Barrel and Cracker Dock for the night. I know you probably can't see it, but the campground is right near an airport. That's why they call it Airport Park. All right, so plan B. I didn't make it inside in time, so I'm gonna go ahead and Cracker Dock. But on the other side of the freeway from Cracker Barrel, there is a Walmart. So instead of getting up, traveling 15 minutes to Walmart and then back to the campground, I'm gonna go ahead and do my shopping tonight. It is about 10:30. They close at 11. So I'm gonna get in here, get out, get what I need, get back to Cracker Barrel. I spent way too much money for this short trip. Good morning, good morning. Had a pretty good sleep last night at Cracker Barrel. Once I set up and got situated, I laid it on down and went to sleep. The campground opened up this morning at about 6 a.m., but when I looked outside, it was still pretty dark and I didn't want to set up in the dark. So I waited a little bit. It's about 7:15 now. I don't know if you can see that the sun is coming up. GPS says I'm about 10 minutes from the campground. So I'm gonna go ahead and get on in there and get set up. Airport Park Army Corps of Engineers Campground is located about 100 miles south of Dallas on Highway 35 at Lake Waco in Waco, Texas. According to the website, Airport Park has 46 sites with 50 amp electric and water hookups. 22 of those sites have sewer hookups. There are 8 screen shelters with electrical outlets and water, plus 14 tent-only campsites without electric. Group accommodations for up to 80 guests with full hookups, a 6-foot grill, 12-foot serving bar, and pavilion with picnic table are also available. If you enjoy boating and fishing, the lake has plenty of catfish, crappie, large and smallmouth bass, and sunfish. Airport Park is located within the city of Waco, directly across from Waco Regional Airport, and is 10 miles from one of Waco's biggest attractions, Magnolia Market. Although it doesn't have all of the amenities as a high-end RV resort, this seems to be a nice place to unwind, relax, and enjoy a great camping experience. But as always, I have to check out Airport Park Corps of Engineers Campground for myself. All right, so I feel kind of silly. So last night when I got here, I was rushing to get here, and I'm realizing this morning I was at the wrong gate. That's why it was locked. It was probably still open at the time I arrived last night. I was just at the wrong gate. This morning I went to the wrong gate, and I had to circle back around. There's something called Airport Park Beach. That's what I was trying to get into mistakenly last night. This is called Airport Park Campground. So they're part of the same thing, but they're two different areas, two different uses. So now I finally got inside of the area where site number 17 is. So now I can finally get to the site and set up. All right, so this is where I will find site 17. Yep, here's site 17 right here. All right, so I am pulled into site 17. Look at this beautiful view here at Airport Park Campground in Waco, Texas. So I'm gonna go ahead and hook up so I can sit down and chill. Set up on the outside. So much quicker with a drivable than with a travel trailer. Everything's cool out here. Let me get everything straight on the inside. All right, so I finally got everything set up on the inside. I'm the type, I can't get comfortable until everything is neat and everything is clean. So this is what we're looking like right now. Everything's neat and clean. Got the game about to come on. So we are good to go. All right, so I am about to break down and cook me something to eat. I think I'm gonna do some steak, egg, and cheese breakfast burritos. Steak, egg, and cheese breakfast burritos. Ribeye steak, egg, and cheese breakfast burritos. And then last night I didn't get to take a shower, so I need to get in that shower. And after that, I'm just gonna chill. All right, so I was about to cook my ribeye, steak, egg, and cheese breakfast burritos, but I could not get the propane stove to work. And then it dawned on me that when I got the RV, it was probably never filled in the first place. I just assumed the tank was filled up. It was probably never filled up, so can't get it going. Thankfully, I have a backup plan. I brought my Ninja Woodfire XL Grill Pro. So I'm about to pull that out, set it up, and instead of cooking my ribeye, I'm gonna do some chicken breast, some boneless, skinless chicken breasts, and we're gonna make some tacos out of those. Here. All right, so those tacos were pretty good. One of my favorite things to cook. Now I am just outside here at Airport Park Campground, just chilling. Normally when you watch my videos, I always love going to resorts where there are a lot of amenities and things like that. For this particular trip, I knew I wasn't going to be here long. I just wanted to get away for a day or so. I'm going to be having shoulder surgery here in a few weeks, and I know that rehab is going to be anywhere from 4 to 6 months, probably total rehab closer to 6 months. And so I'm not quite sure if I'll have an opportunity to get out there and RV like I want to. Now, I have realized that with the Class C, there's a lot less physical work that I would have to do as if I was in my travel trailer. So I may do more of the trips here in the Class C RV whenever Aunt Charlotte is not in town. Now, she will be here in a few weeks, and she's probably going to have the RV for about a month. She's going to get here a little bit before whenever I have my surgery. But I kind of wanted to get away and get a trip in before that time, just about relaxation. So I am going to enjoy this beautiful view. And I got me a Netflix movie. I'm about to queue up and just enjoy the rest of the day.
So wise and grown up.
All right. It's a beautiful day here at Airport Park Campground in Waco, Texas. I had a very restful day, ate a good lunch, sat down and fell asleep in my outdoor chair, watched a little football. I'm about to do a little walking right now. As I mentioned before, this is not like an RV resort where they have a whole lot of amenities, but it is very beautiful scenery. It looks like they do have a bathhouse over there. I'm gonna check out that bathhouse and get a little walking in. A little small bathhouse right here. Pretty decent bathhouse. It's not very modern, but it'll get the job done. Showers And a urinal. And a toilet. I may come up here and take my shower, who knows? Site 18, so this is gonna be site 19. All the sites are pretty spacious. That's site number 22. You gotta pull in sideways along the shore. Every single site here is spacious. I love that. Every single site has a grill of some type, picnic table. This is a campground. I will be coming back. $32 a night. Again, normally I do RV resorts with a lot of amenities, but sometimes it's not about the amenities. It's about the relaxation and the peace of mind, enjoying nature, God's creation. And for me, it's the water, being by the water. Love it. Site number 27. We do have 10 sites available. There's a whole section up there. I'll probably get around there a little bit later on. But this is a beautiful camp. Very beautiful campsite. This has been around for years, but I just, for a while, would not get outside of having to go somewhere that whole bunch of amenities, most of which I never use anyway. There's a time and place for that. Sometimes you just want to be out somewhere that's peaceful. This has huge sites, beautifully placed sites. To me, it was very thought out how they laid this out. Right on Lake Waco. I know this would be a nice little gathering place. Again, this loop is, I believe, site 16 through 36. And there's some in the middle of this section where you can see the water views, but then you have some, like, I don't know if you can see my RV way over there. These people right here in this Discovery Class A, I met them earlier. Wonderful people. I'm gonna try to get by and get an interview with them because they are full-timers. I would love to hear their story about what led them to become a full-timer and to see how they enjoy the full-time lifestyle. All right, it's just about dinner time, so what I may do is fire the grill back up and this time go ahead and cook those ribeyes that I did not get to cook this morning. So what I may do is, I think today I'm gonna go with, let's go with ribeye, smoked baked potato. That's right, I said smoked baked potato. And we're gonna do some asparagus. In the words of Johnny Gill, my. I'm not even gonna bother taking it out the pan. I'm gonna eat it straight out the pan. Let's go.
I'm David.
And I'm Karen.
And we're with RoadTripRV. That's our little small YouTube channel. I'm a retired manufacturing, industrial type person. And
I taught therapeutic horseback riding and special education for eons, I call it.
Yeah.
And we finally just decided, you know what? We are done and we want to retire and hit the road full time while we can. Yeah. So we've been camping.
Since before we were married in 1980s, we were backpacking.
Backpacking, tent camping.
And then a friend of ours down the street had a pop-up camper we'd borrow and go pop-up camping. And then in 1989, my mother said, if I buy a trailer, will y'all take me camping?
Ooh.
So she bought a used 1986 Prowler Regal 28-foot camper.
So we
no
were
slides.
Yeah, we were laughing when you said your aunt bought the
Yes.
Class C. I'm thinking, yep.
Yep.
Take her camping and
And that's what it's all about. And she loved going camping with
Yeah.
us. And then my brother took her on a trip up to Arkansas, and she had a blast doing that while she still could. And
yeah. So we've been camping for years, and we've had a couple of bumper pulls and a fifth wheel, which we thought the fifth wheel was going to be our retirement rig.
yeah.
And it just was harder. I'm short. I couldn't even physically reach in the dually to plug in or anything. So we decided to bite the bullet, sell everything, and buy a Class A diesel pusher. So we are full-time on the road now since we retired.
What made you choose this particular Class A?
We researched for over a year, well over a year, looking at all the different brands. We were wanting to do the Newmar. It's a notch above this. I'd say it'd probably be more like a Cadillac, and instead of the Cadillac, we went with more of a Crown Vic. So we've got the Fleetwood Discovery.
LXE.
Yeah, ours is a limited edition. It's been signed by everybody that built our crew on the back of the engine cover.
From the factory.
From the factory. So it's the only one that they did that on, as far as our knowledge.
We asked them to do it for us.
Yeah, we asked them to do it.
But we love being full-time. It is the most incredible way to see our beautiful country. We are nature people, and to see God's creation
Yes.
everywhere we go, it's amazing.
It
And the
is.
people you meet.
Yes.
You
never meet strangers.
No. And, people talk about, well, don't you get lonely, or what do you do? Well, you're not on vacation when you're living full-time.
Yeah.
You spend anywhere from 4 days to a week or more someplace, and if the weather's bad, you don't worry about it. You've got another day or two to go do what you want to do.
What would you tell somebody that's thinking about full-time life, they still kind of weighing, saying, I don't know yet?
If they have not camped, I would rent something first, make sure that they like it, because you have to really still like and love not only love, but you have to like being with this person 24/7.
Yeah, 300 square feet. It's small pretty quick.
Now, you live outside primarily, but still, you're inside. It's a small space. You have to know each other really when you need space. It's definitely not something to jump into if you have never camped or never spent much time RVing. I was going to say, and if you have kids, it's an amazing way for kids to see the country and get an education.
Oh, yeah.
Not just we're flying somewhere and we're there a couple days and we're done and we're back home. One of the things we do is we call it visit with friends on the road. So like we just had some people that came to visit that we haven't seen in a number of years. And so we're intentional also with our travel is visiting people.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you all have use of internet on the road?
We do.
If so, what do you use? Starlink, or is it something different?
This year we had to get Starlink because we were out of the middle of nowhere, Wyoming, Montana, and Utah, and there's no cell service in the places we were staying, a lot of the national forests and some of the remote areas. So we wound up getting a Starlink Mini when they had them on sale, and we turn that on and off. We have the T-Mobile home internet that works on the road. Don't turn it off yet. We have an AT&T hotspot box that we use as backup, but that's only got like 100 gig of data, so you can't really use that for more. You'll use that up in a week. No problem at all. Yeah, so you understand.
Yes, sir.
But with the Starlink Mini, it works out really well for us if we have to turn that on.
Well, I appreciate it. You all check out their channel, RoadTripRV.
Yep.
They're wonderful people. When I first pulled up, they came and greeted me like they've been knowing me for years.
Well, thank you.
Thank you for watching this episode of Bromadic Life Adventures. If you thought this episode was cool, click on the like button and share this channel with your friends. If you have not already done so, I invite you to click on the subscribe button so you can subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to click on the notification bell so that you may be notified anytime a new episode is released. If you have any positive comments, please leave them in the comments section. All these things will help me grow my channel and make it better. This is Brian the Bromad. God bless and peace.